We all know our seemingly normal planet has some seriously mysterious places and locations that seem to defy the science. So today in this video, I will share with you the 10 most mysterious places on Earth. Nazca Lines, Peru. The Nazca Lines are a group of over 700 large designs or motifs made in the soil of the Nazca Desert in southern Peru. They are estimated to be created between 500 BC and 580. These figures vary in complexity. Hundreds are simple lines and geometric shapes. More than 70 are designs depicting a hummingbird, arachnid, fish, condor, monkey, lizard, dog, cat, and a human. Despite being studied by scientists for more than 80 years, their function is still unknown. In the 21st century, several hundred new figures had been found. With the use of drones, and archaeologists believe that there are more to be found. Plain of Jars, Laos. The Plain of Jars is a megalithic archaeological landscape in Laos. It consists of thousands of giant stone jars. Some stand as tall as 10 feet and weigh around several tons. How the stone jars were made and moved to this place still baffles scientists. Even the purpose of making them is still unknown. But since some human remains and burial goods and ceramics were found around the jars, it is believed that these jars were associated with the then burial practices. Sea of Stars, Maldives. Sea of Stars is a mesmerizing and spectacular natural light show caused by bioluminescent planktons upon disturbance. The glow is most visible at night, especially in areas with minimal light pollution. So what's the mystery, you ask me? The mystery is that the Sea of Stars does not exist, meaning that these phytoplanktons just float around in currents and can control their movements. So there is no one specific place to find bioluminescent planktons. So when you go to Maldives looking for Sea of Stars, it will all come down to your luck. But I will suggest you to choose an island with minimal light on the beach. Spotted Lake, British Columbia, Canada. In cooler seasons, a lake that looks like an ordinary lake transforms into tiny colorful pools in summer. As the water evaporates, the lake reveals colorful mineral deposits which straightaway look out of an alien movie. These spots are colored according to their mineral composition. It contains dense deposits of magnesium sulfate, calcium, and sodium sulfates. It also contains high concentrations of 8 other minerals and lower amounts of silver and titanium. The lake's mud and water are said to have medicinal properties. The Okanagan people have used the lake's therapeutic qualities to heal aches and ailments. And these people also are one of the First Nations of Canada, so they consider Spotted Lake to be sacred and have been visiting the lake for centuries to seek cures for various ailments. Stone Sphere, Costa Rica. The Stone Sphere of Costa Rica are a collection of over 300 stone sculptures that are shrouded in mystery. The spheres are believed to have been made by an indigenous civilization known for their advanced craftsmanship. However, the time that they were made and for what purpose seems still remains a mystery, though some theories suggest that they were used as compasses or aligned with astronomical phenomena. The spheres are made from various materials including granodiorite and limestone and range in size from a few centimeters to over 2 meters in diameter. That's about 6 feet and 74 inches. These spheres are huge. Island of the Dolls, Mexico. Don Julian Santana Barrera, who was the caretaker of the island, found a little girl drowned in mysterious circumstances. Shortly after, Julian saw a floating doll. Thinking of it to be of the girl who had died, he picked it up and hung it to a tree. as a way of showing respect and support to the spirit of the girl. And it is said from then on he hung up more dolls to appease the spirit of the girl. After 50 years of collecting and hanging creepy dolls, Julian is said to be found drowned in the same spot where the girl died. So after Julian's death, the island became a tourist spot where visitors bring more dolls and hang them. Aokigahara Forest, Japan. Think carefully about your children, your family, and your life is a precious gift from your parents. These are the warning words you will get to read at the entrance of the Aokigahara Forest in Japan, also known as the Suicide Forest. This forest holds the reputation of the world's second most popular place to commit suicide, first being the Golden Gate Bridge. It is said that once you are inside the forest, the compasses behaves weirdly and shows wrong directions, while mobile phones don't receive signals and hence getting lost here is easy, but coming out of the forest is nearly impossible. So a lot of hikers and tourists who visit this forest use tapes and ribbons to mark their way out. Crooked Forest, Poland. This grove of 400 pines was planted around the year 1930. Each pine tree bends sharply to the north, just above ground level, then curves back upright after a sideways excursion of 1 to 3 meters, that is 3 to 9 feet. These curved pines are enclosed by a surrounding forest of straight pine trees. It is generally believed that some form of human tool or technique was used to make the trees grow or bend this way. But what method was used and how so many trees were bended at the same time still remains a mystery till date. Some people also believe that the trees may have been deformed to create naturally curved timber for use in furniture or boat building. Others think a snowstorm could be the reason for their bent trunks. Coral Castle, Homestead, Florida. Coral Castle was built by Edward Letzkalnin, who at the age of 26 years was rejected by his fiancée just a day before the wedding. He then spent more than 28 years building Coral Castle, refusing to allow anyone to view him while he worked. He continued to work on the castle until his death in 1951. What's astonishing is that more than 1,000 tons of the sedimentary rock was cut and sculpted into different shapes of tables, chairs, slab walls, water fountain, a sundial, and a crescent moon by a single man. For decades, the park featured a perfectly balanced stone gate that, despite its weight, would easily swing open with a strong breeze or the push of a finger. How it worked remained a mystery until 1986, when it stopped moving. Upon removing it, it was found that the gate rotated on a metal shaft and rested on a truck bearing. Door to Hell, Turkmenistan. Door to Hell, also known as the Darwaza crater or the Gates of Hell, is a natural gas crater in Turkmenistan's Karakum Desert that has been burning for decades. The crater is 200 feet wide and 100 feet deep with a temperature of 1,000 degrees. Today, this place has become a symbol of curiosity and has been attracting travelers from all over the world. The door was created in 1971 during a Soviet drilling expedition in search of oil deposits, and the ground collapsed, swallowing the entire drilling rig. Later, this pocket was filled with natural gas so that there's no toxic gas leaks. Then decision was made to ignite the gas in the hopes that it would burn off within a few weeks. But to their surprise, the fire never stopped burning. It is still an unsolved mystery and since has gained immense popularity as a tourist destination.